In this video, I'm going to teach you 5 powerful ways to answer the most important question you will be asked in your interview with Disney. And that's, why do you want to work at Disney? Let's go. Now, if you've watched any of my career videos, any of my company-specific interview guides, you've probably heard me say that the most important question you are going to have to answer in any interview with a company is, why do you want to work here? If you can't give them a powerful answer as to why you want to work for their company, then you might as well pack it in and go home. It's incredibly key, and having a mediocre answer to this interview question will not suffice. So let's talk about great answers for why do you want to work at Disney. Now, first and foremost, the 50-50 rule is something you need to know going into this question. And the 50-50 rule is, anytime you answer the interview question, why do you want to work here, 50% of your answer needs to be job related. It needs to be talking about your alignment, your interest, and your efficiency in doing the job. The other 50% needs to be about the company. At the end of answering this interview question, you want them to leave with good feelings about both you being a role alignment fit, but also great alignment for the company. Having passion for the company, having passion for the role, accomplishing both of these things is going to be positioning you to be an excellent candidate. So that's key. Make sure you use the 50-50 rule when answering this question. Now let's go through some of the examples you can use as the second 50% of this question. Now, the first one I'm going to share with you is values. Values are a great way to align yourself with the company and demonstrate that you're a cultural value fit. You share value alignment. So when someone says, why do you want to work for Disney? And you can point out that, well, this position is perfect for me in my career. I think I've done a lot of things leading up to this point in my career that position me to be highly successful in this role. And specifically, I've done A, B, and C, something in strong alignment with the role, and you can tell would be impactful. But in addition to that, I have really appreciated the values Disney holds. When I was doing research on your organization and I went and I read about some of the values, quality really stood out to me. I believe quality is incredibly important in everything I do. If I put my name on it, then I want to make sure it's of the highest possible quality. So working for an organization like Disney that values quality, but also in a role that I feel is perfect for me at this point in my career, it's a dream come true. Now, that's a strong way to answer it. What I did there was I showed the alignment from a position perspective, but I also showed how the values are a great fit. So Disney's values are optimism, innovation, decency, quality, community, and storytelling. Any one of these would be great if you can align it to yourself and make sure it fits for you. But this is the first way you can answer this question. Now, the second way that you can answer this question is talking about their mission. Disney has a really powerful mission, so it is low-hanging fruit when they say, why do you want to work here? You give a quick intro as to why the job is a great fit for you, why the job is exciting to you, why you would be highly effective at the job, whatever makes sense given the role you're talking about, and then move on to their mission. So their mission is, the mission of Walt Disney World is to entertain, inform, and inspire people around the globe through the power of unparalleled storytelling, reflecting the iconic brands, creative minds, and innovative technologies that make ours the world's premier entertainment company. That is a powerful and inspiring mission. So a great way to answer this is to be, first of all, give them role alignment. I have done roles very similar to this in the last 2 stops of my career, and I have been highly effective, and I really enjoy the work. So when I looked at the job description, I realized I would be a very strong fit for this role. But in addition to that, I am inspired by Disney's mission. When I read it and I went through, it really spoke to me. Entertaining, informing, and inspiring people is powerful, and I would love to be a part of an organization who views that as their mission. That is another great way to answer, why do you want to work at Disney? If you can answer it like that, you are going to crush it. Now, there is a whole host of different whys that you can find on Disney's website. Go to this link right here. This link has several different things you can click on, including social responsibility, environment, etc., that are powerful, meaningful, and they serve as great ammunition to answer the question, why do you want to work here? But I'm going to pick 2, and then we're going to go into that. So the first one is social responsibility. One of the things that's interesting, if you go to Disney's website, you can see that 50% of the worldwide population is women, and 49% of series leads and regulars, like in film and TV, are people of color, and 29,000 employees worldwide are part of an employee resource group. So basically, they are really living social responsibility. So this is another great way for you to answer this interview question. So you can talk about, again, creating role alignment. I feel like this role is an amazing fit for me. Given my background, my experience, and where I'd like to go in the next handful of years of my career, the job was basically a perfect match. But I'm really motivated by the stance Disney has taken on social responsibility. I was reading through your website and seeing that 49% of your series leads are people of color, and that 29,000 people that are a part of Disney are employee resource groups and have that avenue to connect and leverage to improve their position. I found it to be incredibly inspiring. So that's another reason why I just feel like I would love to pursue a role at Disney. That's another great way. Let's move into environment, because environment's next. Disney Conservation is committed to saving wildlife and building a global community inspired to protect the magic of nature together. Since 1995, Disney Conservation has directed more than $120 million and the expertise of our dedicated teams to support organizations working with communities to save wildlife, inspire action, and protect the planet. That is powerful. Again, that same website that I dropped recently has this and a few other things there, but talking about the environment and how that's another motivator for you to join an organization that lives that type of responsibility is a strong way to answer this. So start off the question by, again, demonstrating role alignment, fit, and motivation. After you do that, say, additionally, it is really important for me to use my skills to work for a company that cherishes our environment. And I always knew that Disney gave back, but I had no idea how significant the contributions were until I was preparing for this role. I learned that you have donated over $120 million to conservation, and that was shocking and inspiring to me. In addition to that, you have people who are experts working with communities to save wildlife and protect the earth, and I found that to be incredibly meaningful. So for me, I think the role is amazing, and I'm really excited about it. But it would be so great to do it for an organization who has taken the stance you have on environmentalism. That is a strong way to answer this interview question, and you are going to blow them away if you can do that. The last one is probably the easiest one. If you're watching this video, you can do it. You can do it with ease, and it's brand loyalty, right? You can talk about one, setting it up, role fit, great fit for the organization, great fit for the role at this time, your skills, background, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But in addition to that, you can go, I'm a great fit for the role. But I've also always loved Disney. Disney was a huge part of my life growing up. I watched the movies. I have great memories going to the parks as a child. So being at this point in my career where I'm able to take a step into a role and make an impact like this, but to also be able to do it for a company like Disney is an amazing opportunity that I am incredibly excited about. If you can do that, again, that's the easiest one, but it's another great way to answer why do you want to work for Disney. Hey, this video is over, but you gotta watch this one. This is my full video on how to get a job at Disney. It covers everything. It goes over this question very briefly, but it also covers 10 other questions you are going to get asked in your Disney interview. So if you've watched this, but you haven't watched this has gotta be what you do next, trust me.